Owner comes home and finds blood all over the walls and soon realizes the nasty truth. Dogs, they're man's best friend. There are plenty of reasons for that, too. Dogs are excellent companions. When you come home from work, your dog's always there waiting with excitement. It's great to be greeted at the door each day. Dogs are also very loyal. Dogs learn early on who their owners are, and these are the people the dog is the most loving and loyal towards. Finally, dogs love to run and play. They love these activities even more when their owner is involved in the fun. Dogs are not just fun, they can also be protective. Some will just bark and growl when they think that their owners or their homes are under threat. A German Shepherd named Odin did more than that. When his owner came home and saw blood on the walls, he looked at his German Shepherd and realized the nasty truth. Tristan Murin left his Virginia home and took a trip, and he left his loyal dog Odin home to look after the house. A friend came to the home each day to make sure that Odin had food and water. They also took Odin out for his daily walk, and everything was fine in the home for most of Tristan's trip. On the day Tristan was scheduled to come home, though, the friend didn't come to his house to take care of the dog. Tristan would be home early enough where he'd be able to feed and walk Odin himself. What he saw when he walked through the door was shocking. Odin was in the house and he was very excited to see Tristan. Tristan was happy to see Odin, but he was a bit more concerned with the state of his house. He looked around and saw that there was blood all over his walls. He thought for a minute about where the blood may have come from, and he thought about his dog Odin. Odin didn't like when people came to the house without Tristan's permission. He then realized what had happened. It was obvious that Tristan was away from home, and because of this, burglars came into his house seeking to get his valuables. When they entered the house without permission, Odin wasn't happy about it. It was clear the dog chased the thief or thieves around the house, biting them until they left empty-handed. Tristan went around the house and checked for his valuables. Fortunately, nothing was missing from the home. Odin had managed to chase the intruders from the house before they could steal any of his precious belongings. Tristan called the police immediately, and they came to his house. When the story got out, he was interviewed for the local news. When he was asked how he felt about Odin and what he did, Tristan stated, "I could not be more proud of him. Such a great breed. It's why anybody who doesn't have a dog should consider buying, adopting, or rescuing one." He says that anyone who's unsure about the best breed to choose, he says the German Shepherds are the best, although he might be a bit biased at this point. He also said that if anyone was worried that Odin was violent, he wasn't. He told the reporter that Odin had never bitten anybody in his life. He added that all of his neighbors knew Odin and many enjoyed playing with him. He said Odin knew that the intruders were not friendly and they were not welcome in his home. He acted accordingly, and Tristan believed Odin did his job well. When the police saw what happened in the home, they called the local hospitals. They wanted them to be on the lookout for dog bite victims. After seeing all that blood, they assumed the dog had attacked the intruders and eventually they'd be seeking medical treatment. As soon as the hospital got one or more dog bite victim, they'd have a suspect for the break-ins. Tristan says that he couldn't be more thankful to Odin for protecting their home while he was away. He says that as long as he has Odin, he won't need to worry about going away again. He knows his faithful companion will keep the home safe and secure while he's away. In Tristan's eyes, Odin is a true hero.